Hello, everybody. My name is Millie. Welcome to today's episode. In today's episode, we are discussing field parameters. So, there are scenarios where you would want to declutter the dashboard in order to have more real estate to show more insight to your stakeholders. In this example, we are analyzing revenue by different fields such as by company, average revenue by industry, and average revenue by state. But is there a better way to show all this insight while not taking up too much real estate? And this is where field parameters really shine. So let's get into field parameters. Let's start by creating some measures. Because we are using average revenue, let's create a measure for average revenue. So we have the average revenue. And now to use the field parameters, we go into the modeling pane. We go into new parameters, look at this drop down here, and we select fields. We name our parameter as just parameter. And then because we are going to analyze by the different fields, we go into the main data set to see the fields that we are interested to use. So one of the things was company. Another one was the industry. And finally, it was by state. And then this by automatically is checked for you. So it adds a slicer to the page and we just click create. So we create our field parameters. So we have our field parameter here. And now let's get a clustered bar chart. So we want to get the average revenue. And now instead of creating the three different charts to show average revenue by industry, by company, and by field, we just take a step back and find the parameter and then just put the parameter in the y-axis in this case. So we are having average revenue by company. And now if you want to look at it by industry, we just click on by industry and we have it by industry. And then you can just also click by state and you can also see the average revenue by state. This is a very quick way of us decluttering the dashboard and it helps keep everything intact. Just to make the field parameters better, let's go in and edit it more. So if you go into the formatting pane, for the slicer, we can have different setting. Instead of having this vertically, we can go in and have it as a tile. Then in this case, we can have like it's by this. We can go in and turn off the slicer header in this case. And then we can look at we can just do single select so that we can always select one of them. So we can go in and let's do this. So we want everything to be horizontal. So let's just do this. And this is already looking nice. So basically, this is what we can do. And then when you click on this again, you have it in this horizontal layout, which takes less space, but then you convey the same message. Field parameters is not just for your dimensions, you can also use it for measures as well. So let's create it for measures as well. So in the data set, we have average revenue now. Let's look at other information. So apart from revenue, We see the number of workers and the years on. This is things that we can create measures out of. So let's look at the average workers that we can do by industry or by state. So we go into our key measures again and we create average workers. Okay, so we have this already here. Let's look in and get another information that might be interesting. So we have also growth. So let's find average growth as well. So we have now these three measures. We go back into, let's get the bar chart first. So we can put it here. And in this case, let's say we want to focus on industry and look at the average number of workers by industry and number of workers, average revenue, and also the last thing was average growth by industry. We go back into the modeling pane. We get a field parameters and let's call this, let's say numerical. So num parameter, and then we look for the fields that we are interested in. This is average revenue, average growth, and average workers. So the same thing. And then we have this, and now we have the slicer as well. So now we are going to bring in that numerical parameter here. And then if we put it in, this is what we get. So we can also now go in. Let's push this to the top a bit. And then we see average revenue by industry. When we click on the next one, we have average growth by industry and then the average number of workers by industry. Let's go into the format pane, and in this case, instead of changing it to yeah, we have this tile as well. We can still keep it as tile, but then in this case we try to make it like a vertical tile. So you can either make it as a drop down, as a horizontal slicer, or as a vertical slicer, which looks like a tile, and this makes it perfect as well. So basically, instead of having three different visuals conveying the same message, you can have one visual and then you can go in and switch between it. If you want to just keep it, the extra thing you can basically do is to go into the format pane, and in the slicers section for the selection, instead of multi, you once again select single select so that you can just select one at a time. And yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you use field parameters in creating your dashboard. Until next time, bye bye for now.